Greetings and welcome back to Big Bacon's Collection. I'm your host, Big Bacon. Today we're going to be looking at the G.I. Joe Classified series, Crimson Guard. Crimson Guard. So, as always, we're going to look at the packaging. We're going to bust them out. We're going to look at the figure. Scratch that. Reverse. We're going to look at the accessories. We're going to look at the figure. We're going to check out the articulation, gear him up, and get him on the shelf. So, top of the box, we got a slightly extended window Cobra emblem, number 50. This side, once again, number 50. The lovely, not a file card. Front of the box, don't choke, 4+. Beautiful image of the figure through the plastic. G.I. Joe Classified Series, Crimson Guard, Hasbro. We have the wraparound artwork. Yes, I showed this at an angle so you can see both the front and side of the box and how it wraps around. Down here, we have stupid script. Back here, we have an assload more stupid script. And as interesting as it is, a giant waste of space. Oh, look at this up here. Attention, in a different language. Yeah, this is a repeat of the one on front, don't choke, but in French. What about the other 31 languages you put on here? Aren't you afraid they're going to complain that they're not represented? Shame on you, Hasbro, and your ultra-inclusive corporate mentality. So, what do you say we bust them out? Where's the tape on this thing? And I'm quite certain, in fact I'm positive, that when I open this there will be more stupid script. I love being right. Is this how my wife feels all the time? Done with the box. Although we do have this really nice Cobra logo in the back. So here we have him in the plastic prison. So what do you say we just start peeling some accessories off? We have a really lovely sidearm. This one actually looks like a real sidearm. If you look closely, there is some etching up here on the slide to kind of mimic that grip position. Trigger guard, safety selector, textured grip. I mean, it's not a hugely ornate piece, but at least it looks like a real-world weapon. Oh, even trying to get this one out of plastic, I think I'm bending everything next to it. Yay! Everything's going to come out pre-bent. Woohoo! We have a magazine. It's just your standard shaped magazine. You will notice that there is a slant on the bottom. There's also a slant in the mold. I'm guessing that's supposed to line up with the mold for the weapon, so it's going to go in like that. Let's get our pre-bent rifle out of here. And yes, I say pre-bent because I can see already that it is bent. Stand up. So this is very reminiscent of the original M16 with an attached bayonet. Now that's not quite a bayonet, that's more like an actual combat knife. But they've got the stud for mounting it, front sight post, forward handguard, carrying handle. You even have the little adjuster for the rear sight. Nice. Let's see, on this side, the button for the... No, that's on this side. The button for the magazine ejection. but they don't have the actual part that pops out when you push it. Selector switch, grip, charging handle. They even went ahead and molded in a forward assist. Yes, my veteran friends will know what a forward assist is. Very ornate buttstock. Not quite your typical buttstock. And as I said before, it did come pre-bent. Why? Because it is soft. And it looks like that mostly did it. And as you can see, the magazine well itself is slightly angled upward, so we just find the corresponding slant on the magazine, and the magazine actually pops right in. We have a very ornate knife. Metallic silver blade. A little bit of serration on the back, beveled edge for the front. A double CC, or one big C. Nice looking textured grip, and then there's a snake head at the end of the grip. See if that's mimicked in the pre-bent sword. Hey, this one's actually not all that bent. Fairly straight, actually. So yes, we do have the same reflective silver paint, same beveling on the front edge, blood groove along the length. Very nice handguard. Same hook as the knife, same kind of texture handle. The C is much longer and more ornate on this because it covers the entire handguard. But we do also get that snake head. Nice. Okay, pre-bent sword piece. Gotta be, right? You know why I say that? Because it recesses down into the plastic here and into the top. So how did you get it in without bending it in? Seriously, my wife giving birth was easier than this. Well, of course I would say that. I didn't have to do any work during her childbirthing. Mother trucker, that was way more effort than it needed to be. Okay, so this is actually a lot firmer than I believed it would have been. Got some nice leather texture to it, done all in black. And I get asked, why is there a little hole there? Because when you go to push a piece of plastic inside here, it's going to create an air pocket. And it's going to fight you, but with a hole, the air can escape and the weapon goes in and out easily. Big old peg right there. We have a backpack. Now, this backpack is dead on shape-wise for the original vintage one. Got a lot of leather texturing along the edges here. Nice silver cobra emblem tampoed in there. Lots of buckles for tightening it. Got a peg hole on this side and a square peg on this side. More buckles and straps on this. Looks like there's a little hang down here for something to hook into, but there's nothing that actually attaches to that. It's just recreating the original. Doesn't open. Very nice looking piece. Now, the peg hole, you can go ahead and peg the sword sheath into the side of this and carry the sword on the pack. You could take the rifle, peg its trigger guard onto that peg, and carry the rifle as well. And yes, you can carry it either way. And the sword will go straight into that sheath with no problem. Very nice. Onto the figure. Presto del Phoebio. No noise. Alright, looking at the sculpt. This is very much honoring the original vintage look. Helmet is in this crimson red. Covers everything except the face. Face has its own covering, this black mask. Nice silver paint here on these slats. Silver paint on the forehead piece. Silver in the visor. The uniform itself is, I'm trying to see if I can pick it up. You can see it really well here in the abs. Okay, here you can. It's very textured. At least on the torso. The arms are smooth. The legs are smooth. And this lower half of the double breast is smooth. So why they textured just part of it, I have no idea. Got some dark gray epaulets up here. Got your cord. Silver piping along the collar and along the edge of the double breast. Silver studs for the buttons on the double breast. Big silver Cobra logo right there in the chest. And mine is crooked. If you use this button up here at the top as the center point, look at where it is compared to the head of the snake. Got some awards on here. Sleeves also have some silver piping to them. Hangs down over the glove a little bit. Black leather gloves. Has a double layer belt. Big silver V in the middle. Lots of pouches. We have a knife sheath on this hip. We have a pistol holster on this one. Also simulated leather look. Now there is piping here and here, but it's not highlighted in silver. Knee guards are slightly darker color than the rest of the body. Elbows are a darker color. Boots, very leather looking. I mean, it's got the texturing, the shine, all of it. Pockets on the side like the vintage. Silver buckle to tighten around the ankle. And silver buckles on the sides of the boot to tighten it around the top of the foot. Nice. Articulation-wise, head is on a dumbbell on top of a hinge. Now, because of the shape of the collar back there, this is all the farther up it goes. Even if you get the helmet outside the collar, it doesn't go up any higher. Going down, once again, you're fighting the collar. So up, down. The neck is articulated, so it will walk like an Egyptian. Good tilt and rotation. Arm hinges up to 90. I'm about to get lectured. Sorry about that. Arm hinges up to 90 degrees. There is a butterfly joint present. Arm will rotate fully around. Bicep cuff for rotation, but it's that ugly flat rotation point where it breaks the mold badly. Didn't notice this. Nice Cobra logo here on the sleeve. Double jointed pinless elbow. Doesn't go full range, but it is more than 90. Hands will rotate. And we have a vertical hinge on the left hand and a vertical hinge on the right. Although it is a little tight, hard to get these to move because of the way the cuff is designed on this figure. Figure has a ball joint at the waist. Allows for that much back, that much forward. A little bit of tilt in there and rotation. Let's get this belt out of the way. Yeah, a little bit of tilt. We also have an ab crunch, so between the two, it'll go back fully that far. Limbo champion of the world. It'll come forward this far. Very nice. Okay, legs will kick out really far. Full Jean-Claude. There's a drop-down hip present. So we're going to work this leg a couple times and then kick it forward. Forward, full 90 degrees. Oh, piping on the thigh as well. Double jointed, pinless knee. Can't quite kick his own ass, but can come close. Boot cut hidden underneath this point for the boot. You don't even realize it's there. Foot hinges back that far. Forward that far. Front facing pin for rocker. So on this belt, I didn't point it out originally, there's another peg hole. So you can have your Crimson Guard wearing his sword on his hip or on his backpack. That seems a bit more secure on the backpack, but it will lock in there. Problem is, it's going to block any attempt to crossbody that weapon. So, you know what, I'm going to leave that on there. I like the way that looks. And maybe if I ever get the retro carded one, God help me, we'll throw that one on there. So, pistol. Takes a little bit of work, but it should go down. Yep, fits right down in there like a glove. The knife goes on the belt on the other side. Let's get the arm out the way. It's a little harder to get to because of the length of the knife and where it's positioned, but a little bit of work and it'll fit flush right down in there. And we're going to throw the backpack on. We're going to leave the weapon holstered back there. And there we have it. So what do you say we take a moment and get them up on the shelf? Okay, what is going on with this leg? The legs are a little legs are a little loose on this guy. Trying to put him up here, they just wanted to shift under him. And there you go. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all next time.